you guys, I just want to let you guys know before I get started explaining what I'm doing. First off, when you're using a machine and you are sewing heavy fabrics such as denim, you have to make sure you have the right needle for the job. This needle is made especially for heavy fabrics, especially for denim. So I have denim fabric that I had bought from Joann's Fabric a while ago, and I have some fabric that I had way back when the pandemic had first started, and everyone had to wear masks, and you have to make masks and stuff in that nature. So all that fabric that I had left over from making masks, I used it, sewed it together to make the base of my blanket. So what I'm going to show you is that by this blanket being extremely heavy, I can't take the fabric and move it over so I can stitch a straight line. I'm not a professional, so it's like I'm just really doing something because I'm very crafty and I just like making things with my hands. So what you see me what I'm doing now, I have the fabric kitty corner on the machine, and as I'm sewing, I can show you how the stitch is actually going. It's going to be kind of hard because I don't have anybody to hold the phone for me, but I'm going to try my best to hold my phone and show you exactly how I am sewing the stitch. So I tried, see, it's getting tricky because I'm holding the phone. So I just have to adjust the fabric a little bit so I can hold it with my other hand, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm sewing the fabric onto my base of my blanket so that it'll be actually it would be actually on there. And so when I get ready to like design the fronts of it, where if I want to do a zigzag or some type of special design for my fabric, but this is how it's going right now. Excuse me from stopping and forgetting like what to say, because I really don't do videos. I'm just trying to do something to show people what I'm doing because I like doing it. So back to the machine. So I'm sewing the fabric. It's not in a straight line, as you can see. It's kind of crooked, but at least I can get it onto the fabric. I can get this fabric onto the base of my blanket so that it'll be easier and manageable for me to finish it and do the next step when sewing it to this fabric. So I'm gonna show you again what I was doing. I'm gonna show it. I'm holding the fabric as I'm handling the machine. If y'all can see it, I'm hoping y'all can see it. So I'm trying to hold my phone and try to hold the fabric and hold the other side of the fabric, which is this here, so that I can try to get a straight line as possible, because it's very, very hard trying to hold this phone, talking to you guys and trying to show you what I'm doing. So here I go. I'm gonna try it again. So what I do, I love to sew. I love to make things. I really like to make different things, like to where I draw or just different things I like to do. What I know is that when I first started making this blanket, it was very hard for me to do the corners. I'm not a professional, as I said before, so the corners was kind of like difficult for me. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube trying to get the concept of how they was making their corners, but their corners was kind of hard for me because my fabric is so heavy. So I have decided another way of doing my corners. I can show you guys in just a second. This is how I made my corner. I just took a pen and kind of make a straight line, and then I just cut the excess fabric off. And then after I've done that, I folded it and then I stitched it downwards into the point, because this is my corner. So if you see, I have a lot of fabric left after I sewed, but all this is gonna come off because I have the design of my blanket is every fabric that I use. Like I said, when I used to make masks, I just took that fabric and used, like this here is like an old sweater that I had. It had a stain on it. I washed it like a million times. It wouldn't come off. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna cut it up and use it as fabric. So I have a lot of it. I have like pieces and pieces and pieces of fabric that I had used to make masks. So guys, when I get done with my blanket, I will show you what it's like. Thank you.